Hello everyone, this is Vivek Parikh, myself taking the lectures on your material science and metallurgy. So now, in today's lecture we will be going for the phase diagram. Next unit that is known as a phase diagram. Now, what do you mean by the phase diagram? Let us see the thing that is the phase diagram. So, as per the name gives you that what do you mean by the phases? We have studied about the different phases, that is solid, liquid and gas. But as I told you that we will be only going for the solid and liquid because we are correlating this chapter with our solidification part. So in the solidification, as you all know, that liquid is converted into the solid. So we are always trying to focus on the two things, that is the two phases, that is solid and the liquid. So in this thing or in this chapter we will be discussing about the different types of the systems which are generated over here. So now let us see the first thing, that is the phase diagram, that what or how we are going to draw the phase diagram and what are the informations which we can find it out with the help of this phase diagram. So phase diagram is always drawn in the U-shaped thing. You might be knowing in your iron carbon diagram that in an iron carbon diagram it is also one of the phase diagram, and that diagram was also drawn in this way. That means it is between the U-shaped diagram. A normal phase diagram, if we go for the binary alloy, for that thing, the simple diagram which is drawn, that is known of this thing. This is your simple phase diagram of which we are going for the binary alloy. In our syllabus, we are only concentrating on the binary alloys. We are not going for the tertiary or the quaternary. So, we will be focusing on the binary. That means the metal or an alloy which is made up of the two metals. That for that diagram, we will be going for this thing. Which are the different axes? Here, that is the temperature axis is there. Over here, this is also indicating the temperature axis is there. And at the bottom, if you go, here there will be the composition. Composition will be B1 over here. So this axis will give you the information regarding your composition. So this is the diagram in which you can say at a higher temperature which phase is present. There is a liquid phase which is present. Then over here if we go, there is a liquid plus solid region which is given over here at the center of the thing. And at the bottom you can find it out, the solid region. That means the three things we have divided. A liquid when converted into the solid part at that particular time, your liquid when gets cooled down, the temperature is lowered, it gets converted into liquid plus solid. There is certain area which we have seen our cooling curves. This phase diagram, whatever we are getting, that is always made up from the cooling curves. By plotting the cooling curves, we will get the phase diagram, and we will correlate after understanding this phase diagram. So in this lecture only we will see that how from the cooling curves we can plot the phase diagram. Now, what is the importance of this thing? So these are the things. The simple phase diagram, as I have shown you. Over here, the line which is there, that is known as, and this line is known as a solidus line. Whereas this line is known as a liquidus line. Solidus and liquidus line. What does this liquidus line indicate? This line, the definitions goes like this. The liquidus line is the line below which solidification starts. That means you can see over here this line below which means if you go underneath this line, what does you see? There is a solid state which is start coming. That means an imaginary line below which what we are finding out, the solidification of the metal starts. Same way, if you go for the solidus line, what does this solidus line gives you? The solidus line is nothing but the imaginary line at which the solidification ends. That means after this you can see there is only and only solid phase is present. Solidification process is completed over this line. Means at liquidus the starting of the solidification starts, and at the solidus your solidification gets completed. So these are the two lines from which we can find out the different informations. Now, which are the informations which we can find out from this thing? That is, the first thing which we can find out, that is the number of phases which are present. Number of phases, which type of the phase is present at a particular point. That information we can find it out from this diagram. The second main information which we get, that is the composition at a certain temperature. What will be the composition at a particular certain temperature? If you suppose I am going for this temperature, if I plot this point, then by taking a vertical line over here, I can find it out the composition of the material. So the second information which we get, that is the composition, what will be the composition at a certain temperature. And the last thing which we can find it out, that is amount of phase present. That means in a solid you are knowing 100% solid over here region, we can find it out. In a liquid we are knowing that there is 100% liquid there is there, but this amount of phase present is applicable in this liquid plus solid. Suppose if I want to go over this point, then I can find it out at this particular point how much amount of solid and how much amount of liquid is present. That can be found. That means amount of phase which is present, and this thing can be find it out with the help of the lever rule, which we can find it out with the help of the lever rule. So that rule also we will be discussing in this thing only. Okay, so now after this all this type of the things, let us see how this particular diagram is going to get developed with the help of the different informations which we are having. So these are the different things of the phase diagram. Why phase diagram? Why we are going, which informations which we are getting. So this was a standard phase diagram. The second name of this diagram is also known as an isomorphous phase diagram. The simple one, that is the isomorphous phase diagram or the binary alloy phase diagram. It is one and the same thing, but particularly for the phase diagram we will be using it as an isomorphous phase diagram. So now let us go for the thing different purpose, how and which way we can find it out, or how the things are going for the making of the phase diagram. So for that thing, let us see. Let us take the example. So for that example, percentage of A and B are given over here, and what is the solidus line and what is the liquidus line which will be given over here. Okay, so let us see that if in a phase diagram, let us draw what we are requiring. We are requiring the first part, that is the U-shaped frame. Now percentage of A and B, here 100% A, 0% B. Then we will plot for the 70% A, 30% B, 50% A, 50% B, 30, 70 and 0, 100. So for this different 5 composition, let us take the solidus and liquidus temperature. So for this thing, let us see the solidus temperature. If it is given over here, that is 900 degrees Celsius, there will be a liquidus also will be your 900 degree, because for a pure metal, this is known as your pure metal. Whereas this thing, that is pure metal A, here pure metal B. So let us see, that is 300, 300. For example, over here, let us take 700, and over here, if we go for the 800, and over here 500, 600, and then 400, 450. Okay, let us divide this thing, that is 1000, 900, 800, 700, 600, 500, 400, 300, 200 and this is 0. 0. Over here, let us see A. Over here, let us see, take it as a B. This line indicates you the A, which is the pure metal A. So here composition will be 100A, 0B. The same over here. Here it is a pure metal B. So here 0% A, 100% B. This line gives you composition of A. This line gives you composition of the B. Then we are having the 70-30. We are having 50-50 and we are having 30-70. From our data which we can find it out, these are the things: 100-0, 70-30, 50-50, 30-70, 0-100. Okay, so this is the diagram how we have drawn for that thing. Now let us recall the thing that how we can go for the cooling curve. So first one, what is the first one? We have seen the solidus and liquidus lines. Now 900 degrees Celsius, that is for the 100 and 0. So 100 and 0. What is the solidus and liquidus line? Remains the same. So for heat, that is the thing. What does it indicate? That is 100 0 means pure metal A. What was the cooling curve of the pure metal? That was in this way. The cooling curve of the pure metal was indicated by this way. So over here we can draw the diagram, that is this thing. Here only both the points are present for the solidus and liquidus. Okay, so we have plotted this point. Now comes the cooling curve for the pure metal B. What is it? That is 300 degrees Celsius. So over here also what we can find it out? This is the thing which we can find it out. So this is the cooling curve of your pure diagram which we have drawn, and at 300 we are plotting this point. Now comes the third one, that is 70-30. It is a mixture of two things, 70% A, 30% B. That means it is an alloy. How we can find it out? That thing we can find it out by this thing. Our cooling curve for your alloy is in this way. So at 70-30, go for the thing. What is the solidus? Now, in a phase diagram, if we draw the diagram, what is the upper line? That is your liquidus. Lower line, that is known as a solidus. So what is the upper point? 800. So 800 to 700. So over here it can be drawn like this, from 800 to 700. Okay, so this point liquidus point, this point solidus point for your 70-30 mark. After that, let us make it as a short because we will going further. What is the 50-50? That is 500 to 600 require. 50-50 go. What is the liquidus? That is 600. What will be your solidus point? That is your 500. So over here, this will be the line. Liquidus and solidus. After that, once again go for this thing 30-70, that is 400 and 450. 450 will be over here and 400 will be over here. So this thing if you draw over here, then 450 and 400. So these are the points. 5 different cooling curves which we have drawn. Now what we have to do? We have to join all the cooling curves for this particular solidus region. If you draw this all the region, you will get this type of the curves from this particular all the points. Because of the uncertainty of the points over here, what we are getting? We are not getting that thing, but I show you the thing. If you go for this type of the plotting, which type of the diagram which you will get, that is the thing in this way. The diagram after plotting we will be getting like this. So this is how you can plot, and this is the thing. These are the different readings from which you can find it out, the cooling curve. So from this cooling curves, how we can find out? From this cooling curve we can find out the different types of the phase diagram we can plot, and from this thing we are able to find out the different types of the information. As I told you, the amount of phase, then the composition and the number of phases which are present over here. Clear? So this was your simple phase diagram by plotting. How we are plotting? Make it clear, that is on a pure metal we will be drawing this way, alloy this way. So from this cooling curves only our whole phase diagram is made up of. Clear? So this was about your phase diagram, and the different types of the phase diagram we will be seeing in our next upcoming lectures, and we will also discuss the lever rule in the upcoming lectures. Till then, thank you.